going live, and I didn't even smash the button. It done it on its own, hovering. This computer's crazy.
Hello.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the show. If anybody shows up, that's fine. If they don't, we'll sit here and talk amongst ourselves.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I think I'm playing in the background.
do what?
I was trying to figure out. Yeah, that's what it is. I had a YouTube window open.
Oh,
A couple of. I was watching Jonathan W. I don't know if you've ever seen that guy. He does a lot of old car starts. Hey, Tard.
Hey, Tard.
Derby driver 104.
Hello, Breezy.
Hey, Breezy.
Derby Driver 104. Welcome to our show. We'll see if we can get into something interesting anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Luch.
Hello, Luch. All right. It is a rainy evening here.
Well, the rain's quit for now, thank goodness.
It's just enough rain to need and cold weather to need a fire, or at least to keep the electric from running.
Oh, Dorito.
Hey, Dorito.
I had to go buy some sacks of gravel to go to the steps because it's a total mud hole. So I'm gonna get out and put me a little drain in it tomorrow and cover it up. Oh man, I still got that to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like Etar and them are going to get a lot of it.
Well, they're supposed to do that. Oh, well, for the next 2 weeks here.
I hope it stops pretty soon.
I know my Gmail settings are out of date. Leave me alone.
That's a good question, Derby. I don't know. I'm definitely going to drink some coffee. Always find that interesting.
Yeah. I don't know what we're going to get into. I wish. Oh.
We're going to talk about does everybody have all their UFO Anthology Deluxe? Has everybody got all their toilet paper bought up?
No, I couldn't even buy none for the shop.
Well, they'll have all right. I'm glad to see somebody drink coffee besides me.
Yeah, it makes two of us.
Well, they can have their toilet paper stew or whatever they're going to make with it.
Oh, that's for dang sure. Let them have at it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but they're calling this, what is it they're calling it?
Hello, UFO.
A UFO.
Well,
Glad you can make it in, man.
And probably
they're calling it a pandemic, and it's not a pandemic, it's an epidemic. Pandemics are diseases, and epidemics are viral. But they can call it whatever they want to. It's the news.
Yeah,
and the
it's all over the world,
so let them have at it.
Coffee, ooh. I'm powered by coffee.
I need some bad. All right.
A little bit of an echo somewhere.
Oh yeah, I was.
Not on mine. I closed all the other windows. No, mostly I've just been monitoring the news a little bit.
There you go, Derby driver. I'll give you a little shot up on the screen. Sounds good, man.
Something sounds good.
Oh yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. Ask Derby.
Oh, that was Derby?
That was Derby drivers.
Engine sounds awesome.
Yeah, it
That's what I
does.
like to hear. Oh.
Nice to hear a good running engine.
Yeah. Something with 8 cylinders for sure.
I don't know. I have heard some inline sixes sound that good too.
Yeah. And then when you rip them up, then they go to sounding like a 6 again. Some of them sound pretty good idling. I think Luch probably has one like that.
Oh, sweet.
Man, Dorito said he's editing.
All right.
I haven't done just a whole lot today. I gathered up a little bit of wood, and I went and looked at the other racks for the 4-wheeler, but
V6 30 over, he says.
cool. What kind?
Okay. I better not do that. It'll shut down with me.
You get her plugged in?
Yeah. I need to get into something bad.
Chevy. I need to, what are you getting into?
No. Considering I don't have to go anywhere tomorrow, I may go to the shop.
I know what you mean.
Up that way.
Well, if it's raining, I'll probably go out to the shop or out to the carport.
We need to put some tin around the carport and make a shop out of it.
I need one more building.
We got 38 minutes down and 26 minutes so far. Wow.
You cut it down. Already took a chunk out of it.
Oh.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
I got, I want to go up and work on the mini bike. This thing man went to crank his car and didn't get it all cleaned off where he left it and set it on fire.
Oops.
James was sitting there with a bottle of water and poured water on it and put it out for him.
Did he, it'd be nice if he got on video.
Nah, he didn't. I don't reckon. You gotta get it down to 18 minutes. No, you don't.
That's where YouTube tells everybody they got to get it down to.
I get more views off of 3 minutes than I do any of them.
Yeah. Most people don't have a ton of time to watch.
I'm thinking about going ahead and swapping the engine out on the mini crawler, putting that other 250 on it because it's got reversed.
Yeah.
And then pull that 250 and set it up on that frame I was telling you about.
Hang on just a minute.
All right. Uh-oh, he done went silence on me. Yeah, I've got a frame I won't put the 250 on. It'll be a 5-speed then. Mini crawler does need reverse. But so what's everybody else been into this lovely day? All we've done is watch it rain all day today. Done some driving.
Okay. This is what I just got told. Know somebody in Walmart corporate, and they have somebody that tests positive for coronavirus in Walmart corporate office, and they're not going to be working until April the 9th. They're going to work from home, and there's a guard at the door, so nobody goes in. I just found that out.
So everybody's gonna be hungry.
Yeah, Walmart Corporate's up in northwest Arkansas. So.
Shotgun looked pretty good.
Do I?
Tell her to get in here and get on screen, will you?
No, I was just saying that we had kind of have a family member in up there, so.
Yeah.
So if you see that,
ain't been on a stream in a while, has she?
No, I don't think so. She's here.
Tell her to get in here. I want to see her.
So you won't come on camera right now.
Uh-oh.
You know how women are? They got to get ready for these things. They're not like us, just throw on an old shirt and jump on here.
Hey.
You got a nice shirt on. E-tard. I got to change a flat tire. Yep, on the KLX.
Oh, man. Yeah, that shotgun looked pretty nice there, Dorito.
I like the shotgun. I like shotguns. They're kind of my favorite.
I don't know. I like him. Like my old 30-30 that I walk down here, and if I need meat, I just shoot it and be done with it. Shotgun, you got to pick too many pellets out.
Not if you use a slug.
Yeah. Well, right now, slugs is hard to get your hands on, too.
Yep. If only you would have bought them ahead of time. To go with the toilet paper.
Yeah. I got some, but I'm saving them for hard times.
Same here. Grandma's there. Yeah. When you E-tard, when you said we're gonna get these unloaded, and then when it switched and showed you sitting there on it, I could see it was flat or super.
Hey, Tyler, if you want to come in and do that tire change on the show, you're welcome to.
Come on. Yeah, when you was one of the early shots where Bubs was behind you going up the trail, you like get on it and it's throwing a lot of roost, and I knew it was flat because they always dig when they're low like that. And at least he wouldn't like on spaghetti like that older video where he's all over the place, which was a really awesome video, by the way. I love that one. I probably watched that one 15 times.
Hopefully, if all goes well, I can get to start to work on the mud mower.
I sent you a picture of the first work I had done in a long time to it.
Yeah. He's going to be right back.
I'm going to show that probably at some point because that would get a lot of people mowing again.
Hey, Sonny. Thanks for dropping by.
Hello, Sonny. Oh, yeah.
Have you ever watched Sonny streams any fan?
I think this is the first time I've ever seen Sonny before. If I have forgotten about it, I apologize.
I go by and when I get a chance, I go by and catch her videos. Work's got me tied down so much it's hard to catch them.
I can't. I'll have to look on. I usually have the YouTube.
One of the 15.
I have trouble catching up between.
Ruh-roh just heard 2 gunshots. We'll take the gun away from Mama.
Between all the channels I watch anyway, and then all the friends and YouTube unsubscribing me from channels I don't want to be unsubscribed from. And I was subscribed to Jonathan W. for a long time, and then I forgot about him because I wasn't seeing this stuff in my timeline anymore. So that's what I was doing. He does a lot of
Yeah,
old
we're
car.
all doing good. We're all doing good, Sonny. Or I am. Just another day in paradise and watching the rain.
There we go.
Oh, man. I'll get the crick out of my neck tonight. That'd be good.
Yeah. With this weather going back and forth, I've been staying stove up myself. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. The only person I watch Bud and Etard all the time when they post, but Harvey Spinner is probably one of my favorites that I watch every time he posts something. I watch it. That's my don't bother me. I'm watching Harvey Spinner time. I just like to watch him.
We're definitely staying inside and washing our hands.
Oh yeah.
If I go to the shop, my shop's right here at the house. I ain't got to worry about that because me and my youngest is the only one that's going in and out of it. Rest
Yeah.
of them's locked out.
I've pretty well got over my stuff here, so, and I don't have to travel far to work, so
Yeah.
it's just up the road. And then sometimes I have to travel because of the work, but
If I have to do any traveling, it's 12 miles one way and then I walk into another shop.
yeah,
And I've been keeping everybody run out of it the past week.
can't say as I blame you.
The guy that was Jerry that was out of work, and he wound up, he's got bronchitis and two great big gallstones, so we don't know when he's going to be back.
Yeah,
Okay, Luke's laid down a smackdown video on me. Okay, his 3D printer work on, and mine don't.
here's a question. What does it mean when you find a mouse rock in your yard?
I want to know where it come from.
Me too. Isn't that interesting? I have no idea who would do that, but I found it the other day.
Mickey Mouse done come.
Globular quartz. I don't know if you've ever seen those before.
Mickey Mouse done sent you a present in the yard.
If you break it, it's clear inside.
Yeah. Walmart cuts hours to allow for stocking.
Yeah. Looks like a mouse on the rock. Yeah, it's engraved in it. It's like cut out of it. Somebody did that with a grinding tool and then put the paint in there. I don't know. That's what I was. I seen it and I'm like, what is that? That's a mouse. Why is there a mouse rock?
It's the world's smallest fossilized rock of a rat.
Yeah. He was incinerated by the asteroid that took out the dinosaurs, right?
Oh yeah.
Burned his shadow.
It's kind of globular melted him in.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to pick these things up all the time. This one isn't as polished as some of them. Some of them look when the ground, they look dark. You ever seen those before?
Yeah.
That are clear inside? I used to break them up when I was a kid, take a hammer to them. Chinese Year of the Mouse. Maybe good luck. Well, it's kind of funny because I get along with them, with mice. I have since I was a kid. Now I really do. I know how to catch them. I've carried so many off. I get a plastic tube. We got them up here. It's a constant battle.
Well, you're right there at
There's a giant field right there, and then it
Ooh,
was
dang,
woods
put my
all out
hat back on. That's scary.
there. We see all kinds of stuff. So, I mean,
Oh,
no,
man.
yeah, travel industry's taking it hard.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Mudbar, come
Hey,
up.
Colt. How you been, bud? Hadn't seen you in a while. Thanks for stopping by tonight.
Doing good. Keep him float. That's good. This will pass just like everything else does in time.
Everything passes one way or another.
I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to keep
Nope.
on keeping on.
When you got people going into Walmart and the guy puts pork and beans on his buggy to prep them to go on the shelf, and some guy comes by and grabs all 3 cases of pork and beans,
Mm-hmm.
it's a little stupid.
Maybe he's going to make the world's biggest bowl of beanie weenie.
Oh, there's plenty of beanie weenies sitting on the shelf. He didn't
Yeah,
even
but
see them. He just grabbed the pork and beans and ran. He literally grabbed them and ran with them.
it's better if you put your own hot dogs in there. Went to the only person in the mall. That's amazing. That had to be eerie.
Oh, wow. I don't know. That one might be fun.
We
I
went
get
before.
get one of them little electric scooters, ride it up and down the mall, slide in where you want to stop at.
Yeah. Well, you need Redbeard's power chair.
And I need that stand up thing he's got.
Oh, the track thing?
Yeah.
I'm not good at Walmart. Yeah. I don't want to go either. Nope. It'd take something really big to get me to go there. Just because I don't want to. I don't like to go there unless I have to. But I've always been that way about Walmart.
Yeah. I hate going to Walmart. I like going to Harbor Freight.
I like going to
there's a little store right next door to it that is what it is. It's when the stores sell out and they get rid of it.
Now
I like going in there.
Yeah, I'd be in there all the time. You have to get your temperature before you can enter each of the stores in the mall. All security guards got. I don't know about that one. I haven't heard about that one yet. I've been watching this develop.
I'm sorry, I'd have to play with them. I'd have to run a light bulb or something across my head when they went.
At least it ain't like the poor folks in China where they did that. Did you see it? You put the net over their head. And
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Them people are hurting over there. I feel bad for them. They had it pretty bad. I hope they're getting better, like they've been saying. In Hanoi.
Yeah, I know you're in Hanoi. I've been trying to keep up with it.
Yeah. Tomorrow, here in the States, the president declared tomorrow National Day of Prayer. That's a great idea for anybody. You know, pray for China, pray for our president, pray for our country, pray for everybody around the world, because, you know, that this thing will pass on by us when there's the least amount of problems as possible.
George, the shade treatment fix it, man, is working on Goopy too. If you get a chance, go over and check him out.
I will.
He's got him in there, and he's got it up on the stand, and he's rebuilding it.
I think that's what was happening to that particular guy, saying not being able to understand what they were saying, you know.
Pray not to run out of ammo.
That's probably not going to happen.
No. Not around here. They're liable to come up with a nightmare around here. I've got probably 500 golf balls. So
the good news is a lot of this stuff that's getting canceled or pushed back and all this, it's getting people's attention that don't normally pay attention to world events and things like that. So, if anything, the good that comes out of it might be that people keep a few more canned goods in their shelf and a little bit of extra stuff instead of just going week to week. And I've been guilty of that too. Not keeping as much extra. Some for you, some for your family, and a little bit extra in case you have to help somebody else, or in case you have to stay home for a while.
Well, I think we just need to go back to raising our own crops and our own chickens and stuff like that anyway.
Well, it sure doesn't hurt.
Hello, Mama Mudmore.
Centralized sources, you get all your electricity from one place, you get all your food from one place, instead of there being community things to get from your community. That sort of thing is.
Don't kill the squirrels in my foot. Them things make good dumplings.
Oh, yeah. They would be probably first on the menu. We got them everywhere.
Squirrels and rabbits.
We got rabbits everywhere. We got squirrels everywhere. I'm right next to two pretty good sized ponds. One of them is stocked with crappie. And of course, brim are everywhere, and you can eat them. You can't eat all of them out of a pond. Of course, my problem is I don't do well with fish, so I'd probably be eating the squirrels. Hey, Drifty Stevens.
Oh, hey, Drifty. Glad you could come in, man. Glad you could come in, too. Brown gravy goes good with squirrels. Yes, it does. All right. Well, let me do this a different way.
Oh. So, yeah, it would be good to just keep in mind that if you live out of the city, up where Luch lives, he's probably got access to some
squirrels
nature.
And rabbit and deer.
And that big cat that runs around up there.
And the only ones that have any skin on their bones are at Luch's house. Hey, toolbox footage. Pulling out my engine and put a new head gasket on it. Watch what you buy online. Yeah, you have to watch that. Sure do, Drifty. Yeah, I bought one or two pieces that I shouldn't have bought. Luckily, they worked out, but they wasn't the best quality in the world.
What engine? What engine you putting the head gasket on? If you don't mind me asking. And there's a little bit of lag on this StreamYard's chat. So if we just kind of stop for a minute, we're probably watching to see if it comes up in the chat. I don't always remember to open my...
Everything I got's dragging.
Yeah. Oh. El Luchacabre 3D printer. Some crap. You get some bad filament. 99 STM 2.2. Huh? those engines don't usually need too much, except maybe some more power. I'm gonna get my young boy. All right, Sonny. Take care.
Sonny leaving out?
Yep. I'll be right back.
All right, you be careful, Sonny, out there. We'll talk to you later. Uh-oh. I just lost my crap.
Sorry about that. I just thought I'd close the door because, well, I mean, nothing wrong with the 2.2. They're tough engines.
Yes, they are. That 2.2s can be stout, too. Doug shared it on Facebook for us.
Well, it don't hurt to pay a little more for your 3D printer than that. Sometimes the cheap one is the cheap one. And I've done that a bunch of times myself. I buy the cheap one, and that's exactly what I wind up with. I mean, there is hope for it, though, from what I see on upgrades.
Colt said he got his MST 205 in his mud mower, and then he broke the axle.
Well, I mean, normally, man. I would say, yeah, you probably have paid for it. Paid for it in trouble. Same conversation I had with my in-laws about buying a particular style of truck that they can't keep out of the shop.
Oh.
Because they're cheaper. I like the 2.5 myself. They're definitely tough. I don't know that they're any more. They're probably not as much power as the 2.2, believe it or not. 90 horsepower, I believe, is what they're rated at. But I mean, they make a lot of stuff for the 2.5.
Yes, they do.
And I like them because I know how to work on them real well. I can take them apart, put them back together. Bunches of them. Worked on bunches of them. No, I mean that's fine. I mean, but I mean it's still, broke. Broke is broke. Comes in pretty well non-functional.
But man, they sent you money to have it worked on and calibrated.
That's good of them to do. I mean, they're trying to fix the problem at least.
That's pretty good there, toolbox.
I seen the advertisement for one. They were printing single grain carbon fiber tube on a 3D printer.
Wow.
They were making some pretty killer carbon fiber composite prints with it. They're stout.
I got.
But I like the metal printers.
I want one of them. I want one of them metal printers bad. But I picked up that carbon fiber layout book today. So when we get started, we've got it.
Awesome. There'll be. I'm excited to eventually get a hold of a 3D printer, but I'm going to have to figure out how to get it to print the material I want it to print and the way I want to print it.
And we need one about 8 by 8
feet. 8 by 8 feet.
My toolbox don't know how to box, but you should see how it whistles.
I like that. Hey, you got that chameleon toolbox that turns into all kinds of stuff.
What?
You got the free green screen paint job.
I see, little buddy.
Doggy.
Yeah.
I got the door shut. My doggy can't come and see me.
Listen here.
Hey, Nacho
Hey,
Dad.
Hey, Nacho. Thanks for stopping in.
Well, I showed you on another stream that my rack, it looks okay, but I'm not satisfied with it. I was running out of paint. A John Deere 318 in the shop. Go take it. Make it a mud mower.
Go to make a mud mower. Sweet.
I got a Craftsman with the loosey-goosey freaking steering, half around the slack in it, or at least it was.
Yeah, that fix you come up with is great.
It's so simple. And it's not, I would call it a permanent solution to start with, but man, a couple little buzzes with the welder and you're back driving. And, take almost all the slack out of it without putting any parts on it. So
I'm going to get some them shafts on them like you've got. What diameter are they?
Didn't even measure it.
I'm going to measure mine. I'm going to put some bearings on top.
That's what
instead
they
of
need.
Instead of that plastic piece.
Take that I don't know what you call that stuff. It's not exactly plastic. It is, but it ain't. It looks more like that junk they used to make fenders out of.
Yeah.
13 years, yeah. Yep.
Them little 2.2s is just tough machines. That's all they are too. 2.5s are too.
About all I'd ever have to do, the 2.5 was head gasket if somebody got it hot. But my gosh, all you really had to do for them was take it. You could pull the thermostat out, change it, just almost any time. That's what I used to do to mine. I had a 2.5 in a Buick Somerset. It was 86 model. And in the summertime, when it was really hot, a lot of times I'd pull over, let my car cool off, take the cap off, pull the thermostat, put the cap back on it. Which ain't really the way you should do it, but they were easy to work on. Man. Dang, man. Got to get your Mustang gun. It's time. Just like me and the Camaro. It's time.
Yeah. Time for me to get mine going too. Oh, dang, man.
Couple of these projects. Get these things a little closer to completion, and I'm going to start giving it a little bit of time. I had the best way I was doing it was a couple hours.
Yeah.
Couple hours.
Do some carbon fiber work.
Yeah.
That's my little puppy.
See you later, Toolbox. Thanks for coming in.
Later, Toolbox.
Hey, doggy.
Right here.
Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy.
Somebody's wanting him in my lap, and he's too big to be getting in my lap and hold the computer too. I know. Well, I can fix that real quick and get him off it.
He knows you're doing something, and that's when they like to get right in the middle of everything.
Here. Go play.
That's a big good.
He's a mess.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't think of what they call that stuff, but it's a real fiber. Exactly. That's been
Well, hey, Byron.
keep
Glad
getting
to see you, man.
sidetracked. Hey, Byron.
That's one of the buddies that used to run around up in LJ.
The
He's
last
got some good stuff on his YouTube channel if he'll post it where he's riding and stuff.
like ride videos. I need to go back to giving it an hour or 30 minutes or whatever, like I was doing on the other one. And the last thing I did to mine was put all the air conditioner and heater box back on it, because whoever had the car before me thought they would just strip it all off. And luckily I had another car that had everything. So the only thing I'll have to get is the AC lines, and I got a whole other car out there that has all that stuff on it. And now you have some. So I'll probably hit you up for some parts.
Right there.
I hope you have another one of those Delco radios, because you've got the right one. That's 10 bad steering go out.
Yeah, they are.
There were some Silverados that had problems. They'd get a hang up in them. Dad had one like that. If it drifted a little and you go to turn it, it wouldn't turn it first.
Yeah. That's when you go this way and then jerk it back that way.
It was just a little catch in it, and it'd take it by surprise. What year S10 is it? He said it had a 2.2, so it's a 90 model. He said it was a 90 model? 99, that's what it was. He said it was a 99 model. Have you had the fuel pump plug-in change yet, where they get hot right where it plugs in the tank? Or the check engine light from the charcoal box that's mounted back there that causes the check engine light to come on? Or
you've got next 2 weeks of videos done made up. Wow. You lucky to see my face. Period.
I've just been so burnt out on editing.
I ain't gonna edit nothing.
Not from YouTube, my normal YouTube videos. The editing I was doing years before that. I just got so sick of doing it. On this right off screen is a little HP computer I used to use for that, and it took hours to do this video. So not YouTube that I'm doing now, but what I was doing then. Just, 2 45-minute videos that just was bad.
Oh man,
that would be awesome. Be that far ahead.
Yes, it would.
I got videos of just.
You like me? I still got some in the can I hadn't touched.
I've been filming. That's what I've been filming. Build on this 4-wheeler. I've got clips and clips and clips. Not as much as I'd like to have, but man, if I put all that together, it's going to be a bunch of.
You're going to have at least a good 2 weeks worth of videos solid every day on that, or should have.
I haven't been recording as much as I should, but I've been recording clips of I'll show part of it, because I'm gonna do some more. This is my rack. I showed it the other night. There's some spots. There's a grind spot there. You can still see where I ground it down, but there was like a hole here and a hole here and back here where they had something mounted to it, and I welded those up, ground them down, and but problem I got with it right now is I don't like how the paint turned out. It looks okay on camera, and it don't look bad in person, but it's not where I want it to be. So I'm gonna scuff it and reshoot it with one can of paint that's new and not been sitting in my building for a couple of years.
Yeah, Byron, I know that feeling. I did discover the other day my phone had a great editing program on it. I just had never turned it on.
GoPro software to edit videos. I use it, but man, that kind of goes around the world to get to where you want to get. And it don't have to be that way because none of my other software that edits does that.
Fan1701 there, Byron. He's good at that editing stuff.
What you been up to, Nacho? YouTube's your friend on editing. I mean, when you're trying to learn.
You need some, yeah. Hey, I had meatloaf at lunch today.
Oh man, they don't eat
meatloaf.
So the only time I get meatloaf is when mother-in-law makes some, or we happen to be somewhere that's making it. So when I see meatloaf now, it's just.
I had meatloaf, pintos, turnip greens, and cornbread.
Yes.
Now,
I'm
going to start doing some stuff on to my 1970 C10, thinking about video in it. Do it, Colt.
Yes.
Definitely do it.
Take lots of video. You can always edit out what you don't want to use. But that's a great project. That's a great truck to have, to build.
I need to, you know what? I got that 75 Ford 1-ton sitting there at the end of the shop. I need to do something with it.
Yeah, or your 57.
Or the 57. Or the Camaro. Or the Maverick.
You can haul the Camaro out here. Just messing with you, man.
I told you to get the trailer and come on. But there's one thing I'm going to keep.
Yeah, I know. Dang it. That's all right.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure that somebody has transplanted that Pi 7 in it. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the dozer.
Well, all you get.
You can tell Byron's been to the house, or the dozer.
Dozer, yeah. You got a dozer, you need that running.
I got an HD6 Alice Chandler.
Oh, man. Yeah, talking about building a driveway, that'd do it.
Yeah, that Maverick was my dad's, so I'm going to fix it up.
They're going to turn it into a grabber?
Hello. It's going to be like the early 70s.
Yeah.
On the track.
Yeah.
427 Ford engine.
That'll hustle. Hey, Etar.
I appreciate you.
Erstwhile.
Hello, Erstwhile. Thanks for stopping by.
Maverick. Yeah. Mom had a 4-door that was brown with bucket seats and a 302 when I was little. I barely remember riding with her in it. It was poop brown.
A lot of them was poop brown. You had poop brown, red, or that orange looking color, or that awful green.
Yeah.
You remember them? It wasn't a good green. It was, I don't know what, looked like it took brown and green and some other color and mixed it. Yep. Less than a 2-door Bama I've got. Yeah, that baby blue, that's, it was, they called it powder. They was two different paints on that baby blue. It was sky blue.
Yeah.
Or it was baby powder blue is what they called it.
Yeah, they made tons of those trucks with that color too. I cut up a Pinto wagon for the front end.
I started to say, how you shouldn't have cut that up. That made a good drag vehicle.
A long time ago. Cut it up.
Pinto.
Put it under the 37.
It's hard to find a Pinto.
Yeah. You don't see much of them anymore.
And there's a guy had one on Marketplace the other day. And that doggone thing, I mean, it looked mini. I mean, it looked perfect. But he
Yeah,
was wanting 8K for a Pinto.
I
It wasn't
remember
much higher than that new.
they used to be everywhere, and it was like back then. It was like, oh man, another Pinto, or like the Mavericks too. It's like Maverick, you know. Now you see them, it's like, man, that looks so good compared to this junk now. Or it
I'm
does
telling
to
you.
me.
I
Like a
mean,
duster, man, there was dusters everywhere,
oh
and
yeah,
now you see a
they're
duster.
not there.
Hmm?
I was trying to think.
You know me, I'm a Chevrolet guy. I still like seeing Mavericks and Dusters and all that stuff.
Yeah, nah, they ain't still ugly.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I have found,
What's that?
and a Vega GT with a
Yeah.
Cosworth
Cosworth.
6.
Yeah. Yeah. I like. I'd kind of like to have a Monza Spider, kind of like my brother had for a little while. They had a Monza Spider, 400 4-speed.
Yep.
They'd move it. Here's a. He also had a little. It was like a Pepto Bismol faded red looking.
Yeah.
It was built a little different, but it looked like the same car. And he had it for a little while. I went to school one morning and lost the ball joint. Went off in the ditch.
Oh man. Now
Right
I
down the
might
road.
know where there's a Monza Spider at too, stashed back.
Awesome.
It's 400, and believe it or not, it was ordered with a 4-barrel, which was hard
That
to
had to
get
be
your
a fun
hands on.
car. That had to be a fun car like that. I
Colt,
know that one that my brother had was pretty nasty.
Colt, what kind of chainsaw did you get?
Oh,
You
from the
say,
1960s. So it's a good
right?
chainsaw.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. It ain't a throwaway. It's a real chainsaw with a real chain.
Instead of something that wads up when you hit a tree with it.
Mm-hmm. And probably 3 times as loud as any normal chainsaw nowadays.
Let's see.
And probably a lot harder to start because it has lots of compression.
All right.
Hey,
Hello, Etard.
What's up,
there
Phil?
you are.
Glad you could come in, man.
Yeah, it's trouble. Took me a little longer to put the old kiddos down than what I expected.
It's okay.
They're just happy to be with Papa.
Well, you know, when it's bedtime, that's when they want to talk about everything. So we just talk.
That's better time spent talking to them than anything else you can do.
I had a
Oh, yeah.
ball joint slip out of on a 2-wheel drive Dodge. Didn't even know it for about 80 miles. Thought I had a low tire. That sounds
Hey.
like me. Hey, how'd you ever make it with the Jeep?
Hey, that was a great video you guys both put out this morning.
Bubs' video.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see your point of view.
I didn't get one. I didn't.
No!
Well, I don't know. I
I
don't
brought my
know. It
cameras
was
with
under
me,
a big tree.
and I had the wrong
Yellow.
helmet. I didn't have the right helmet with my camera mount on it.
Man.
I
Because
bet you that's an old McCullough.
All the water, dude. It was crazy.
I bet you that's an old McCullough saw, Colt. If it is, you better hang on to that one.
Oh yeah.
I remember a big blue home light that they had. They wrapped a rope around it to start it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we used to
That
start
was
the
a
Yamaha.
It'd make your eardrums rattle when they'd run it. It was ridiculously loud.
Let me show you what I've been working on here.
All right,
I'll let my boys start coloring it.
dude.
Oh, sweet.
don't know if
I'm
y'all can see
loving
that
it.
or not.
Yeah, that's good, man.
It's
Awesome.
like a rat fink riding a motorcycle, you know?
Yes. I love it.
I'll let
Basically, you beat the Jeep up until it was the
My oldest
unibody
boy-
was junk.
start coloring on it. I'm still trying to finish it.
Man, talking about a T-shirt, that'd be an awesome T-shirt, wouldn't it?
Oh, dude. Yeah, it would.
Well,
I
that'd
need
be
to get
good.
one of them on a KL.
Cole.
I need to draw one on a KLX. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be awesome to see that.
Are you still out west, sir, Byron? Or did you come back home?
I have not worked on anything for a couple of days.
I hadn't either.
I can't say that.
Right?
I mean, besides the normal stuff, I didn't work on projects for a couple of days.
My badge 10 is going to have a V8. That's going to be sweet, Ricky.
Yeah,
Shoot, yeah.
I put a couple
Yeah,
of V8 S10s. Not for myself, helped other person put them in.
The V8 S10s are fun
Yeah.
because they don't weigh nothing.
No, they like to shatter rear ends. They really don't. So just know if you got the stock rear end, it's probably going to go.
Well, see, when I was in high school, that was the thing. Is that if you had an S10, it had to have a V8 in it.
Right?
And then everybody, when they'd go to pull out of school, would end up in the ditch across the street because none of them could
Yeah,
handle
because
it.
no traction.
Well, they'd get the spinning fan, and then it'd shift into come around on them every
Yeah.
time.
Didn't know how to set the back end up to make it go straight, did they?
No, they were trying to pull out sideways, is what it was.
Yeah.
That thing hit
Instead
the
of
next
squaring
gear.
up with the road and nailing it, spinning it, they
No,
swung it.
everybody in my day, they wanted to pull out of somewhere sideways.
Not hard to do that.
Nope. Not no V8 S10.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And it's fun. It's fun to see a V8 in there anyway. Even if it ain't a hot one, it don't have to be.
Yeah, they don't have to.
A mild V8 is awesome in an S10.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they're fun for sure.
Oh,
I always wanted to do stock ride height and fuel it just with the throttle body injection. So you get in and hit the key, you got your air and all that stuff, and it looks like a normal one and has dual,
Plenty of power.
pretty quiet, and just drive it till a grenade the rear end.
Yep, we call those sleepers. You don't expect it.
Also thought an Astro van with the V8 in it would be fun.
Dude, my buddy had one that he had painted all up, had Marvin the Martian and Bugs Bunny, like when Space Jam was real big.
Yeah.
It was green. And it was just I guess 350 Vortec or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, it'd leave a black mark as long as you wanted. Like forever.
Right.
It had nice billet wheels on it, was slammed on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It was a cool van. It ran around after he sold it. It just went to crap, but it was a cool little show van. It made me want a van when I was like 14.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how certain things like that grab
I was
you.
like, man, I want a van. As soon as I get old enough, I'm getting a van.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about
And then my
putting a
dad told me,
400
"Son,
small
you're
block
never
in
gonna
it
be
with a
able to take
5
girl
speed.
out. You're
That'd
never
be
going to be able to
sweet.
take a girl out if you pull up with a van in front of their dad's house."
Yeah, because Dad's going to say no.
Yep. And I was like, okay, I'm getting a car.
Well, the secret to that, when you got the car, get the one with the hatchback on it.
Right? Yeah, I had a little Eclipse first. Mitsubishi Eclipse.
That
Or
was
was
a
actually
bad car to have back
It was
then.
actually a Plymouth Laser, is what
Yeah.
it was.
Yep.
With the pop-up headlights. It was a 1990 model turbo 5-speed.
Man, you had a turbo one back then?
Yep. That was my first
Man,
car.
nobody
I ever
had the
had.
turbo one back then.
That's all I ever wanted ever. After I figured
Well,
out what
sure.
a turbo was, every car I tried to get had to be turbo, or one of them.
A
It had to be a turbo
350
car. I've owned
C10
so
with
many Chrysler
400.
turbo cars, it's insane. Because I'm stuck in that era. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like the 90s.
Man, the turbo van would be the fun one. to
I
have.
know,
Yeah.
right? I
They made
seen
those-
one for sale one time, but somebody had already pulled the motor, and I'm like, I'm not trying to track down a 2.2 or 2.4 motor to put in one. I could put an SRT4 motor in one.
I bought a convertible. It was a Chrysler. I can't remember what model it was. I like the K car.
Yeah,
But it had the turbo 4-cylinder. It was white with the red interior and had the things on the hood, the vents on the hood.
oh yeah,
It was sweet, man.
dude.
I didn't keep none of that stuff. I
Yeah,
sold
my buddy had the Chrysler New Yorker turbo or something,
Mhm.
and it was just a land yacht, dude. And we used to go out. We cut the exhaust off of it, and you'd hear it spool, the turbo spool. We had a blast in that car. It was awesome. But I'm a fan of those 90 models, 80s and 90s Chrysler cars. They're fun.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite one was probably my Shadow I had because it was just a nice vehicle.
I had 2 or 3 Shadows I bought and resold that were all van V6s.
Really?
A 5-speed. And
Yeah.
they had them geared. They'd only run about 100 miles an hour. But I mean, it
Right.
was bang, 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 bang through the gears. And use air.
Yeah. Mine was a 4-cylinder turbo intercooled one.
Half of them are wrecked in the front because they go real fast, but they didn't stop real
They
good.
didn't stop for nothing. Nope. That's how. Are you still getting rain out there, fan?
Oh, yeah.
It's pouring down here.
Well, it's not
Well, I
raining.
got my car period was rolled back a few years before your guys was. Mine was
I'm
the
sure.
60s and the 70s stuff.
Right.
My favorite one was the 65 Malibu with 327 2-speed power glide.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I pulled the power glide out and put a turbo 350 with a shift kit in it. You eased out and rode with it and everything, just not even getting on it, just cruising down through there, and it chirp second and it chirp drive.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The,
Yeah, I used to ask
327.
people why it did that. Why is it barking like that? No, they got a shift kit in it. And then the first time I heard a turbo car with like a blow-off valve on it, I thought it was an air shifter. Like, man, they got air shifters on there, man.
Yeah.
I'll get me an air shifter when I get older. You know? And then I started doing a lot of reading. I was like, oh, this is how this works. I gotta do that.
bunch of cool stuff.
Oh, that box of turbos that was sitting at the shop,
Mm-hmm. My box of turbos?
they're coming to the house.
Awesome. Check to see if any of them good, because
They're coming to the house. The good ones are.
Well, if they're
There's
not
20
good, you can rebuild them.
There's
Those are probably just
22 of them in
journal
that
bearing
box.
turbos.
I need one about this big to put on my tractor.
There's
You know what?
2 that big.
You need one off of 4G63 Eclipse
Yeah, probably.
with an internal
There's-
wastegate.
I got the
They're-
little 3-cylinder diesel, New Holland. It don't really need a turbo. It'd just be fun to have one on it.
They-
Diesel will
there's
spool it, no problem.
There's
Yeah.
There's one there for a tractor fan, the 3-cylinder tractor.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I got some that's
Big ones.
huge. Mm-hmm.
I had one off
Gotcha.
the track, but we never got around to fixing it. That's what it needed, was cartridge change in it. The bushings were all out of it. You know how they get, or they're floppy.
Mm-hmm.
I think I still got the impeller back there.
Yeah, I got a DSM Eclipse turbo somewhere around here with the exhaust manifold all cracked on it.
I've got that one small turbo.
A
The
good
one that's
turbo to
gonna
have
push
would
the
be
big wheel.
turbo off one of the EcoBoost, anything EcoBoost, because they're tiny.
Yeah.
Like the new F-150s or the Tauruses. Those turbos are tiny on them.
Oh, I haven't seen them yet.
Oh, they're little bitty. My dad's on his truck are like little.
So they fit the fleet?
Oh yeah, for sure. But they're good for like 30 pounds of boost or something. It's crazy.
Wow.
And
Probably.
if I'm not
school
mistaken,
baths
those
in that
are
ball.
a ball bearing turbo. I don't think those are journal bearings on the F-150s.
So you're saying
Which is crazy.
400 ball block with a 5-speed and Colts is saying with a 400 transmission and it's 350. Yeah.
Mine's just a 327 with a 4-speed in it, so it ain't nothing much.
Nothing much.
Might have a 30 overboard, 30 done top.
Double hump heads.
No,
Probably.
definitely. 327, 365 horse bed engine sitting in it. Yeah, it's got the double humpers.
We put that S10. We put a set on the S10. We put it in V8. It put that V8 in the S10. That's what we had on it. He had 4 sets of them at one time, and he would not sell me a set. I was mad. I just want a set because, you know.
Yeah.
And he put a cam in one of the motors because he had a habit of winding them till the guts come out of them.
People tend to do that.
He was that way. He was a whole hog or none at all, you know.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah, they don't get rid of the heat real quick. But there's a guy taking the small ones, and he's building heat bins to go on the back side of it to help dissipate the heat. It's a crazy looking rig, but it works.
There's a 57 Chevrolet somewhere that somebody built. I seen it, read an article about it. Had 8 turbos up in the grill, 1 for each cylinder.
That's insane.
I can't imagine what that would sound like.
I can't imagine trying to get those to sync up right.
And plumbing it.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to plumb that thing.
No, because I about had a fit plumbing a Honda Civic.
Trying to figure out where to put it. Yeah.
What's blown my mind on the internet lately is with the car stuff is the people doing the rotary motors. I used to be a big fan of the rotary motors, and I didn't know there was any like motors left. Like I thought they were done, you know.
Yeah, everybody's ordering that.
And basically all you're doing is stacking the cases, and they're making 4 rotors. Listen to one of them.
That'd be awesome.
Listen to a 4 rotor. There's a guy that drifts. He's making almost 1,000 horsepower out of a rotary motor, and those cars don't make lots of horsepower. They make high horsepower, no torque.
Yeah, but you wind them up in the stratosphere. So
yeah, I've had an RX-7. It was like a 91 model, so 2nd generation, and it would rev like 10 grand.
You know what?
That
RX-8. I had an RX-8.
That and James's is RX-8, and it's got 72,000 miles on it.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy.
And
we used to throw them away. We throwed those cars away.
What, RX-8s?
Because they wouldn't run. No, the old RX-7s.
Right.
You throw them away.
A lot of people, they have the same problems as the RX-8s do, and that's what flooding. They'd flood the motor, and you couldn't start it.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, I don't know what's wrong with it. Well, you had to take the plugs out, get all the gas out of the engine, put the plugs back in, and then you could start it. And that's how our RX-8 was. Like, if we would move it from our driveway, if we were parked behind somebody and we need to move it out of the driveway to the road, you'd pull it out there on the road, turn it off, and when you come back out there, it wouldn't start. It flooded the motor. So you'd have to do this sequence to where before you started, you had to hold it at 6,500 RPMs for like a minute, which is sitting there letting it scream.
Yeah.
And then kill the fuel pump and turn it off.
So you run it dry.
Run it dry, turn it off, and then it'd start every single time.
Yeah, we went by them,
but we got offered $7,800 for our RX-8 while we were out one day, and we sold it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
James just want the V8 his.
That's what I would do. But keep that motor and put it on a go-kart or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
If I keep that motor, I'm going to stack it.
Right.
And then when I get it stacked, he won't put it back in.
Right. But we loved our RX-8. It was a fun little car after we figured out all the crap with it. It's dang 2-stroke. You put oil in the gas when you get gas. You know what I mean? And the water that you run, you could only run distilled water in those cars.
Mm-hmm.
Put regular water in it, mess everything up.
Yeah, I think that's why we had so many dead ones. And
Yeah, if you put regular water in it, it screws the whole cooling system up bad. We didn't know.
Yeah,
we learned by trial and error.
yeah,
Well,
we went up to the junkyard. Back then, they were just, they were just dead cars, and some of them were nice.
I mean, we rebuilt one that had a blown motor in it for like $45, a big, huge tub of Vaseline, and put new Apex seals in it, and it was running that day.
That's awesome.
But they're easy to work on inside. All you got to do is watch a video now. Back then, you was reading a book.
Yep, it was
But
way
now
different.
It's super easy. Everything's easy now.
Now I wish I had 20 acres of them.
I know. If I could find another RX-7, I'd buy it just for the sound, just to go rip in it and hear the sound of it.
Yeah. I should have kept all the third-gen Camaros I bought and sold, too.
Mm-hmm.
I kept selling them. It was like, oh, make money.
Yep.
Make money. And,
that's what mine is, third gen, isn't it?
mm-hmm. It was 88 or 9. I can't remember. We looked it up.
I don't know if that's crazy. Somebody saying something about a V8 S10 because I got like 3 or 4 friends around here right now swapping V8s into S10s again.
Yeah.
Just like the same, because they want the same truck they had in high school now.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about
And I'm like, oh, you gonna go back and put it in the ditch again, buddy?
Well, that's what they had in high school, and everybody's trying to build back what they had when they was kids.
Right. That's right.
If I could, I'd hunt me another 64 Mercury Comet Caliente.
Mm-hmm.
With a 289 hypo, and I'd fix it up.
I tried to send you that one that was over here in Arkansas. That one car, remember?
Oh yeah, I'd like to have it, but.
And then what was that I sent you the other day?
The Rambler. Americano or something like that.
I'm basically in the same car I was driving in high school with my PT Cruiser. It's a Chrysler. It's a 5-speed. It's a turbo. But this one's way faster than what I had back then.
Don't wreck it. They are not fun. Just put parts on.
No, they have a horrible crash rating on them. Horrible.
And getting them to line back up and put everything back.
No, if I wrecked it, it'd just be just a disposable car. I didn't even
cut it up, take the drivetrain out of it, and find you.
I would find something to put that in. Probably.
Oh man, Byron, you ought to call me before you sold that.
Just so, brother. Oh man. Yep.
I'd like to have that one.
Y'all like an 84 K10 with a 70 C10 better. My brother had a diesel Blazer that was somewhere around that year model. And it was non-turbo, but good gosh, that thing. He drove that thing around.
I like the 70 model C10s, but the 84 K10s is pretty cool too.
Right. The square bodies, everybody likes square bodies.
Oh yeah, they're way nicer than any new truck now.
But I don't know.
The C10
I drove was pretty nice.
70's a cool truck.
I'm saying the way the bodies look on them. I'd like to have that body style truck with the new body interior in it, with all the fancy doodads, but still looks old on the outside. I just think they look better, like a Risto mod or something, whatever you want to call them.
Right.
I'd like to have that with all that running gear out from under that when we drove to California.
Yeah.
Under one of them.
You can get out on the interstate cruise without it turning.
Well, that's why everybody was taking like rat rods and stuff, bodies, and putting them on S10 chassis.
Yeah.
So you just get in it and go.
Long wheelbase S10 is the way to go. And then everything is GM, so you can just bolt it.
And then there for a while, they were taking all the front end stuff out of Crown Vics.
Dorito wants an 09 Mustang. I can't remember what year my brother had, a 93 or 4. It was when they first went to the body after the...
Fully boards and set up for boost. Dang, Byron.
We have a 72 C10, a 70 C10, and a 79.
Oh, and the 84.
Yeah, you got some cool trucks.
Oh yeah.
All I've got is 70 Ford pickup, 75 Ford one ton, 65 Chevrolet
All I
with the
got.
big V6 in it. I've got the 57 Chevrolet,
Oh,
73 Ford Maverick. Uh, what else is sitting here, man?
Collecting a little longer than we have. I sold
got
some of
something
my
else.
cool stuff one day after I.
car lot is what that
Yeah.
sounds like there, Lonesome.
Well, I told you about me mowing the
Hang
grass
on.
and
It'd have
finding
been,
the
it'd have
truck
been
in.
easier if you'd have told us what you didn't have.
I've got an
Mm.
88
Oh,
GMC Sierra step side. It's a
the
stock.
Camaros.
I got an
The
86
Camaros.
IRC. I got a 74 Fiat Spider convertible. I got a 92 model wore out Suburban that I really like. And a few other things. 67. Yeah. I'm in
Yeah,
the small
I like
back
them
window.
too.
Yep.
I just call Uber. I don't drive. I
There
don't
you
believe
go.
in driving.
Now, let's see. The Camaros.
1 Caprice with the 402 big block, but it is rusted out, which I knew. And I pulled the big block engine transmission out, and I still have that. It'll probably go in something one day.
Oh yeah.
I got one of the later 5.7s with the
What
good.
was that truck you had out there?
I'm gonna put it in my IROC Z. What's
A
it?
Mazda. Didn't you have a Mazda or something out in the yard?
No,
Pickup?
I got that Fiat. I didn't think
No,
that was
a
my
truck.
Fiat.
You had a little mini truck or something.
I used to have a Daihatsu.
Is that what it was?
I haven't had it in a while, but I used to have a Daihatsu mini truck.
That's
I
what it was.
wound up selling it.
Right.
It was neat. It'd go about 45, but it was a scary 45.
Oh yeah.
Or do you want another one? The boss is fixing to sell his.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I'd be a neat build, but
I'm done with projects for a while. I cannot have nothing else at my house. It's too much stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay. Oh, you can once we get. I get a day off and we can all meet up and get it down here. Then you can bring some more stuff in.
I don't want to. I feel bad going and looking at it, and I'm like, somebody could be using this.
That's how I feel, man. Same way.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I look at it, I'm like, why do I have all this stuff?
Because I don't have the money to ever fix the stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a question. When are you going to bring the Yama dog back?
Me and Bubs actually was talking about that the day we went on that ride. But the thing is it's not going to be coming back with that power plant. I don't think. I think we're doing away with that 2-stroke.
Yeah.
And I can't reveal what type of motor is going in it, but it's a bigger motor than what. Well, actually, it's only a few cc's more than what's on it. And it's got a 440.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the 2-stroke when you get ready.
Oh, you want that motor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we can.
All right.
We can definitely.
Cool.
We're supposed to be going up to the Bearded Wonders when it stops raining.
Yes.
Pick up a couple motors that he has, and to look at his what was that? Was it a Yamaha? I can't remember what it is, but one of those big tire bikes. I can't remember what. I think it's a Yamaha.
Yamaha, yeah.
That he has up there. He's wanting to get rid of.
I always
But
thought that
the motor that we're looking at is going to cost a little bit of money. But Bubs has been talking to a guy trying to get this motor
Cool.
because we want something we can get in it, electric start, go.
Mm-hmm.
No, it ain't gonna have reverse, but you ain't gonna need it. You just rip it around, you know.
You don't need reverse too much.
Got a 64 F100 fleet side, 99
Yeah.
Cummins 212, 2012 Cummins, 85 K10, and 85 Toyota Hilux. 2000. I know you've been collecting. You still got the Harleys out there too. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I tell you what, the in-laws have a couple of fleet trucks. One of them's at Cummins. It's a 2017, and they have had fits with this truck.
Really?
Every time the check engine light comes on, the computer turns the turbo off.
What?
You can hear it spool, but no
I remember
power.
you talking about that a long time ago.
Yeah. You know what they told them the other day when we took it down there? We don't know what's wrong with it. It's still under warranty. Yeah. They sent it home with them today. Or not
I tell you.
yesterday, and check engine light come back on before they got home. No turbo boost.
Wow.
Runs fine.
Yeah, it's just not. It don't
keep
build any
fixing it.
boost.
Tell them
And
to
it's-
check the
Go
VGT. Tell them to check the VGT on it.
They replaced
If
it last time.
if they replaced it, it's a fault in the computer.
They replaced the computer and the wiring harness, everything but the turbo itself, which would be kind of silly because there's nothing wrong with the turbo. The problem is it won't let it boost. Now the 08
The
truck,
VGT.
08 truck runs like a champ. That's got 280,000 miles on it. It's
It's
perfect.
the model before.
Yeah,
Then he traded those 7 in for an 08.
and the 17 Hemi truck lifters. Lifters, they're really not lifters. They're lash adjusters, but they're
Cam
making
buttons.
yeah. And they already tore that truck down, and they only put 2 in it while they was in there, which I thought was silly.
But,
If
yeah.
you know it's got a problem with them, they should have changed all of them.
Yep.
The trucks aren't bad trucks. I really don't think they're that bad. I always fuss about them, but probably some of the best chassis and cab and stuff that I think Dodge has ever made as far as comfort and quiet. And
Right.
I went into turbo when the diesel truck's working. It is stoked.
Oh, yeah. They make so much torque. It's insane how much torque they make.
So hopefully they'll get it worked out. They're just kind of frustrated. You know how when they change something, that's what they always have problems with first. But yeah, 02 Silverado, I like that. 99 Cummins is probably reliable. The 12 Cummins is probably reliable.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the 85 is. The Toyota, you know, an 02 Chevrolet shouldn't have many problems there.
Nope.
Clean your throttle body. It gets to where it won't idle. Clean your throttle body. 17. Problem, so, yeah.
I want a Crown Vic. That's what I'm getting next.
Yeah. I had 3 police
I'm
interceptors.
getting one because there's so many parts available.
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere. You ain't never going to AutoZone and them saying, "Oh, we don't have that," or going to an LKQ and them not having something. You know.
Oh, yeah.
The last can that was on the shelf at Walmart.
Yep.
And the last bag of potato chips that was on the shelf at Walmart.
If you have a state auction that auctions off all the state vehicles, like the state police vehicles,
Yep.
if you can get one bought that the taxi companies don't buy one that from a agency that takes care of their vehicles, and you can tell by looking which one does or not. And then you can buy like a police interceptor Crown Vic.
What's the difference in them?
Power, suspension.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I was to find a base model, What's wrong with what's different with the motor?
They have a different gear ratio.
Gear's different or something? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Better gear.
A lot of times you open them, they have huge water hoses, bigger coolers, and all that good stuff.
Really? So get a police model.
If you can. I mean,
no, that's what I would get. When I set out to find something, I get what I'm looking for.
Don't go after like a Department of Corrections. Yeah, that's what the agency is in Arkansas. If you got a corrections car, it's wore out, beat up. They just had a rough life. But if you got like a state police one, it'll be bad. It's interceptor, and if you open if it's nice inside the car, that guy took care of his car.
Right.
And open the glove box, and you'll see it'll show you every oil change, every fluid, every filter, and you don't have to worry about it. Took care of. Now, if you like buy a campus car, probably not going to be a police interceptor, but it's sitting idle its whole life, idle and idle and idle. You don't really want that one.
Right.
But no, you don't have to get a police interceptor one. But
no, if I get one, I want one that I can rip a donut in.
You will rip a donut in one of those.
Well,
no
that's
traction
what I
control.
Want. Yeah, that's what I want.
I was buying the Impalas, like the one I'm driving, but the state police one.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the Lumina better because the Lumina came with Recaro racing seats from the factory.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Dual factory exhaust, no traction control, no anti-lock brakes, no limiter.
Driver's car.
Yeah. It was made, and Jay would get it. But the fastest one I drove was the Intrepid with the big V6. Mm-hmm. That was the nastiest front-wheel drive police car.
Yeah, they just got a sucky spot where the battery's at.
And it was all engine. When you open the hood on them, the whole thing is engine under there. And it's just
the battery.
Yeah, no room for the battery. That's right.
You got to take the
hey, Cole. I'm from Georgia. Fan's from Arkansas. And Etard there, the Tard Squad. He's from Tennessee.
Yeah, I can't see the chat if anybody's asking me a question. So, sorry. I'm on my cell phone, my cellular device.
Yeah, the police interceptor ones are fun.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted the Camaro when they had.
Right.
That was all Corvette under the hood.
Well, my buddy got a, I don't know what year it was, but it was a Mustang trunk car, Georgia State Patrol car that was rusted out like crazy. I didn't even like riding it, but that thing got down, dude.
Yeah.
It was so fast. Like for us, it's like 16 years old, you know?
Too much, yeah.
It was way too much, man. There were so many times we went down back roads losing pieces of the car, and I'm like, we're going to die. Let me out of this thing.
Yep.
Hey, Cole, if I know you was in Oklahoma, we'd looked you up when we went out west last year because we went straight through to Oklahoma.
I would say that I would have looked you up, but I wouldn't. I was just trying to get home.
We brought some in, and I bought some. There's 9C3 and 9C1, and the one model is a detective car, and it's turned up 4. And we pulled up to a stop sign up in town by the shop. My brother was in front of me in one of them, and he took off, and he just peeling the tires. He got down there and he goes, "I thought the transmission was out, but I was spinning."
That's hilarious.
And
it's like the opposite videos if you see the guys trying to do a burnout in the Corvette and they're smoking the clutch.
Yes, I seen that. I seen one like that.
It's awful.
I was cringing. I seen one that was
so
going,
bad.
It's terrible.
Like, I'm going to burn these tires off because I'm getting new ones. And he burns the clutch out of it. I was like, oh my gosh.
Some people don't need that. They just don't need it.
Like, you can't smell that? Clutch stinks so bad. Like,
a clutch burn smells way worse than any tire.
Yeah, your tire, I've never smelled a tire that stinks as bad as a clutch. You know?
I don't like that smell at all.
Inexperience is all that is.
Yep.
Which I did as a drag strip in my little Honda. I was going down through there and I was spraying a 150 shot direct port nitrous kit through it, and I thought I was spinning the tires, top of third gear, and it was because smoke was blowing through the vents, and it was clutch. I pulled up, and all you could hear was it sizzling and popping. I was like, "Yep, that one's done."
How much did that engine last?
Started spraying it, and it said, started pouring in the vents, and I'm like, "Oh!"
That had to be fun though.
Oh, it was fun. It was a fun car after I put the clutch in it.
How long did it?
Every time you chipped, it sounded like it was ripping the dash out of it. Because I had polyurethane motor mounts in it.
Oh, yeah.
So it'd sit there, even at red light, it'd be shaking.
Yep.
It was good stuff.
Oklahoma. Cool. What part of Oklahoma? If you don't mind us asking. We passed through, we went to 40, right?
We went through Oklahoma where the 405 is, and it was the sketchiest place we went was the whole trip.
No kidding.
Just being honest. That was the sketchiest city. We went from California to Tennessee was where the 405 is, Oklahoma. People would just look, instead of saying like, "Hey, what's up?" Walking down the street, they say, "You got any change? Got any change?" Every one of them, dude. And then random knocks on the hotel room at night. I peep out the peephole. And it's a naked woman trying to get in the room next door. And I'm like, "What is he doing? She's naked out here."
That's funny.
They're like 10:30 at night. It's like
the mess is real.
Sketchy.
Yeah. Yep. I guess the
Hotel California, they'll leave the red light on for you.
That's where I felt comfortable probably with.
What, California?
Was it that same place?
Same hotel, the same room we stayed in?
Well, it wasn't that bad until the guy come out and followed us to the room, and there's a guy at the other end of the walkway looking out the door at us when we was coming. And me and him were just kind of, our radar was up anyway.
Yeah, but y'all were too quiet.
Probably.
If y'all had been loud like me and Bubs, nobody messed with you. We were vlogging and screaming and hooting and hollering. They was ready for us to get the hell out of there.
You heard the old saying, silent and deadly.
Yeah, we were loud and proud out there,
That's
stepping over people. Stepping over people to get back to the room.
You see,
Colt said he's about 30 miles south of I-40.
Yeah, we come right through there. We ran that pretty well all the way out, didn't we?
And the first time I seen a cop was Arkansas. And I've seen about 70 of them down the interstate.
Yeah.
No lie.
I believe it.
It was ridiculous. I was like, "There's cop. What's going on?"
Wow. I think a guy shot a cop right during that time.
Dude, it was crazy. I've never seen that many cops in so short of miles. It was insane. And here we come by. And they're like, "Look at those guys.
What are these crazy guys doing?"
Are those even street legal? They're going so slow.
That was killer, though. I mean, I like that because it's something that y'all done. Ain't nobody else done it. Still,
I know, man. Yep.
No, it was.
And I don't know anybody else that's going to do it on something that little.
I would do it again if I had like a month and a half.
Right. So you weren't pressed to be
trying
back.
to squeeze it because basically we'd wake up in the morning, get on the bikes, and ride as far as we could. We'd see something cool, we'd stop, take a picture. I didn't film. I'd take a picture or something.
Yeah.
Get back on the bikes and haul ass to the next spot. I wish we could have filmed some stuff more. So next time I go, because I will do it again.
We were standing by when y'all got up there.
Right.
Just in case y'all needed to come rest for a day. We was ready.
We were going to, and I was like, dude, we're so close. Let's push on.
I don't blame you.
And then that's where we went all the way down through Georgia and Alabama or something to get back to Tennessee. And I'm like, Billy, we're
Hello,
going the wrong
Bubs.
way.
Hey, Bubs.
They had the interstate shut down for some reason. We had to go around.
That
That's weird.
when I was going to your house that night with that engine.
Mm-hmm.
That was what was wrong. They had all the interstates messed
It
up.
was.
I
It
couldn't
shut down. We had
turn.
to go all the way around.
Man,
It's crazy.
is that the dog demanding some food?
Of course.
I know that sound. Our dog does that too. Watching the movie Go-Kart on Netflix. Hey,
I watched it
Great
last
video.
night, and it is sick.
that video
Oh,
was
that's a good
great.
movie.
Yeah, the go-kart movie's a good movie, man. I watched it last night with the kids.
I didn't know there was a Go-Kart movie.
Yeah, it's like overseas. I think Australia. They're running two-stroke carts, and the boy has to take. It's my son. My son is said it the best. He goes, "Dad, this is the Karate Kid on a go-kart."
No kidding.
Like the kid don't have nothing. He goes and the guy helps train him. That's the professional, you know. And then he finds a girl that's a good mechanic, and then they built a cart out of nothing. And you know, it's one of those things. It's still a good movie. You got to watch it because it's a go-kart. I mean, come on.
Is that the one where the girl tangied his go-kart for him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Are they
good.
moving? Yeah. I'll watch it.
It's worth a watch. It's like an hour and 45 minutes, but me and the boys had a good time watching it. It's family friendly.
Hey, Harley.
But I told them after we got done watching the movie, I said, "Y'all want a go-kart now?" They said, "No, we like two wheels, Dad. They're all about dirt bikes."
Nothing wrong with
There
that.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Your dad on a Harley. LJ. Yeah. They were on 150cc KP minis.
Oh yeah, we did it on mini bikes, man.
Are you still out there,
California to
Byron?
Chattanooga, Tennessee, in 7 days. Pretty insane.
Are you still out there at Sydney Mountain, Byron?
Signal Mountain?
That's
My
sweet.
son did a good job coloring.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, that is so cool.
He'll finish it tomorrow.
When me and Lomsome there did our trip, we took the southern route down up through Texas.
I'll not do
In
that
24
again.
hours from
Yeah, that's too much.
California to central Arkansas.
Yeah, that's
24
crazy.
hours.
Yeah, our
And we
bikes
were
don't go that fast.
like poking each other the whole time. Stay awake, stay awake.
What's
I'm gonna
crazy
sleep a
though?
while.
What's crazy though is we didn't run into rain one time, anywhere.
That's amazing.
Not one time in 7 days.
Hey, fan, I know where we need to go to this summer.
That
We,
was a
we need to go
blessing.
out. We need to go out and visit Byron.
Where's he at?
He's Casper, Wyoming.
Oh man,
Sydney Mountain. No, Sydney, Montana. Pardon
that
me.
might be cool.
I ain't taking no trips for a while because I'm broke.
Same. I'm not broke, but
The next
No,
trip
we're
I take
getting
is
there.
back out to Fan's house to conquer that hill.
yep. I hope to have. I hope my moto's done by then. My moto be riding the classic
I
80.
come to Fan's house for a couple $100 and have a
Right.
days.
Right.
Because I think our hotel room is like $70 or something.
Yeah, and if it's not crazy hot and there's still a lot of moisture in the ground in the spring when y'all come, the riding out there is a lot better for motorcycles.
Well, you got a 4-wheeler. We can put a couple water jugs on there.
Oh yeah, the 4-wheeler goes on that stuff real good, but that hill's harder to climb the later in the summer it gets because it gets looser and loose.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh yeah, I don't want to come in the summer.
Cold, are you gonna build some trails for your mowers?
it gets warm too.
Okay.
Oh, it gets hot.
About 3
Yeah,
hours.
there's all kind of cool junk out that way.
That's not warm. That's straight roasting you from the inside out there.
At the end of the summer, you get about 3 hours. You can stand
But
it.
you don't notice it because you're in a paradise. You know, you're having so much fun, and then you look at your body and you're soaking wet.
Go ahead, Lonesome.
That I was all right till we crossed the volcano, and it got so daggum hot the windows would burn you.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
that was weird. When you start to go down into California through the mountains, it was 100 degrees at dusk. You could feel the heat. He's not kidding. You could feel it on the windows. That was kind of weird. And the longest sunset I've ever seen because we was driving straight at the sunset.
Yeah, it's just flat.
I kept sending pictures to my wife, saying, it's still going, you know. Oh, it's mind-blowing to us. 3 miles.
Okay.
I got a lot
He's
more.
got about 3 miles of trails, but he's going to make a lot more. Well, that's cool. Cool.
You can do a lot with that kind of trails with 3 miles.
3 miles is a long way. On a mower.
Yeah, I'm sure, Barron, there's a lot of cool stuff out your way. I've been
It take
looking
me
at
like
some stuff
6
out there.
hours on my John Deere to do 3 miles.
You won't own Colts. His does wheel stands.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
mine poppable baby Willie. But we're supposed to be going up to Redbeard's because I'm supposed to be Willie in that supermoto he's got up there.
All right.
I
like
told
it.
him I'm not responsible for the rear fender.
Yeah, no doubt.
He needs to make a crunch bar with wheels on it.
Right?
You'll probably get to go up to the new place, won't you?
Yeah, I've already been up to the new place. It's nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's going to do. I talked him into doing to building a bunch of mini bikes, right? Because I was like, dude, your channel does better with cheap budget built mini bikes. Build a bunch of mini bikes, and then invite several YouTubers up there, and let's do lap times on your property and see who's the fastest.
Yeah,
I want to go.
Right?
me too. I think you're
So
right.
That's the plan.
Because, I mean, you think about, he'll take the $99 Harbor Freight engine or one of those Duromaxes
probably be a Duramax.
and then put $1,200 worth of parts on it. Most of us, you know,
Oh yeah, I rode Lonnie's bike. It's fast.
oh, I bet it is. That motor he built for that cart he built for that other guy, that motor sounds amazing.
Yeah.
The 600 something cc, the way it runs, and the gear ratios seems like it's perfect.
Yeah, I rode the cart that he had something was stuck on the carburetor or something the other day that he did a video on. I rode it the last time I went up there, and that thing got down, dude. I was jumping the driveway on it.
The only thing that looked like it needed to me was something done with the steering. That gearbox seemed like it was so slow to turn the wheels.
Very slow, because I ran all up through his woods out back. I made my own trail.
Yeah,
Like, I cut you another trail out there. He's like, what?
he might have to change his length of his tabs on the front
Yeah, I don't know.
to make the thing pitch over faster.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be going up there as soon as all this rain goes away, and it's supposed to be a whole nother week of it.
Yeah, I hope it don't rain a whole nother week.
I don't care if it rains or shines. I'm going back to the mountain as soon as I put another tube in my tire.
Man, that place is awesome. I wish we had drove like
If you ever come, fan, you'll have a blast up there because that's literally 20 minutes from my house.
there used to be trails like that right across the road from me.
And there's a lot of people now that used to ride that are getting back into riding that are riding up there again. So they're cutting new trails and
awesome.
new hill climbs and stuff. So
that wash would have been hilarious to go up in the rain. Was it running?
oh, dude, it's crazy how rutted up that is.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish y'all could have seen from my point of view that wreck Billy did, because when he hit that water, dude, it just sprayed water 16 foot in the air. You know, and I couldn't see him. I just locked the brakes down. When I could see him, when the water fell, he was already 180'd and off the bike. I'm like, oh my god.
When he was sliding up toward the tree, I'm like trying to crawl backwards in my chair.
Yeah.
Tree, I know that feeling.
It was good, and that was shot with his real good camera, that Canon 70D.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell the picture quality from the GoPro to the Canon, night and day.
Yep.
I told him the next video I put out is going to be all outboard shots like that. Go around the corner, set up, climb a hill, set up. Like, I want all outboard shots, because that is when I was most pulled into the video. You know, it was the outside shot stuff.
The first part of that video got you excited.
Oh, yeah.
When y'all got up in the trails and you started throwing that roost pretty hard, that's
Yeah, my flat
getting
tire.
excited at that point, you know.
I'm still recouping from that. My damn tailbone is done, because
I bet it is.
that little bit of tire does give you some give, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hey.
everything out there was rocks and roots, so I was like hitting a pothole every time I hit something. But I didn't want to ruin the fun. We just got there, you know.
Sure.
Like, I'll ride it till it blows off the rim. Which is what happened right when we got towards the end of the trail. The rim strip come out and it was done.
It's hard. Byron wants to know where we're at.
We're at what? That we ride?
Yeah.
Edwards Point on Signal Mountain. That's where we did our cliff burnout videos.
Oh, that's nice. Overlooking that water down there like
we rode
did.
for
That
about-
was beautiful.
Yeah, we rode for about 2 hours that day and didn't even come close to where that bluff was, because we went on a different side. We ran out of time and I was done with that tire, so we cut back.
That creek was pretty y'all crossed too.
Oh yeah, that's the creek that in the old video where I don't know if it was on Bubs' channel or mine, where he was like, "Look, we found where the water's coming from Oak Island." Remember that? It was red water on that old video. That's the same creek.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's the same.
Now,
exact
Cole,
spot.
I'm in on that one.
10 acres of junk
For
mowers.
jump mowers in Collegeville, Oklahoma.
Wow.
Man,
Dude, you need to do a mud mower. You go out there, get a mower running out of the parts, like a
Like a
roadkill.
roadkill.
A roadkill for mud mowers.
Yeah, call it yard kill.
Chattanooga there, Byron.
Go out there and build mud mowers and race them right out of the junkyard.
Yeah, dude, that'd be sick.
Junkyard builds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the show Junkyard Wars?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I did.
One of the best dang shows ever that could ever come on TV, man.
Some of them people come up with some cool stuff.
What always bothered me, though, is when they would try to do tracks. It never worked. Every time they tried to do tracks, it'd get into the tire and bust the tire. And I'm like, no! Don't do tracks.
Well, they
Man.
wouldn't build the side cleats to hold the tire on.
Yeah.
To hold the track on the tire tall enough. They'd build little short ones.
Yep. And it'd blow
Them
the
side
tire.
cleats on the track is 6 inches on the tire.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that, and they only had like 2 days to build it.
Right.
I wouldn't be done. I just have the idea in my head.
Yeah, fine tuning it as you go. You know, you see something you want to change and improve as you're building. And
Oh, yeah.
yep, that would be cool to just go pick some and build you one out of,
Yep.
and then race them.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So I like that. I like that original roadkill format.
Oh yeah.
The early ones to me was the best. I haven't seen them in a long time now, so I don't know what they're doing now.
They're still pretty good. There's still some good ones out there, but the show that I've been watching now is Faster with Finnegan.
Yeah.
And he shows up somewhere. He'll have to buy. They'll tell him to buy something for so much money. He shows up and then he's got to race something that's nasty built, like a mud truck or something around a racetrack.
Yeah.
And so they race, and then he's like way slower, and then he gets so much money to put performance parts to see if he can outrun them. Pretty good show. Pretty good show.
Look into that. The last one I watched.
It's called Faster with Finnegan.
Faster with Finnegan.
Yep.
I was trying to think of what kind of truck that was. The last one I watched, he done. They
The
broke
S10?
down, and he called for he called road assistance, but that thing was huge.
Oh, that 6-door whatever.
Yes.
The big truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he traded something for that.
All right,
And then
he's
he
hard.
got 30 minutes down the road and the head gasket blew.
He said, "What's that place just up on I-24 where water is blue in color, but there's a lot of cool riding trails?"
The blue hole.
Y'all got a blue hole?
The Blue Hole.
Oh yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
they
we
used
got
to call it. Mine's here.
Yeah, we got a blue hole. It's a creek with blue water.
I need to take y'all up there.
Yeah, we were going to go. We just didn't. We had so much fun where we were at. I was like, how can it get better than this?
It's probably not better, but it's different, you know.
True.
There's some killer hill climbs at that other place, but nothing that matches that one hill.
Right. Oh, I just want to set up a better jump. I want to try to jump over the side of that one hill and land on the downslope.
Yeah.
That's my goal, is to catch to
To
jump
come up.
like 30 or 40 foot. I
I don't have anything I don't have anything going that'll go fast enough to come over the top of that hill yet.
Right.
I don't think I've got the
I'm
courage.
talking about where we were jumping on the backside.
Yeah.
I want to hit that and jump and land down that other side down there.
That would be killer.
Because you won't be real high in the air. You'll still be low to the ground.
Right. The same way I jumped that one hill in the
Yes. Just
but
like
bigger.
that.
But big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 30, 40 foot is what I want to do.
I love that feeling. That's why I got video of me going over it and over it and over it and over it just because I like that floating over the top feeling.
Oh, it's so awesome.
I try not to do that to Natasha's four-wheeler that much, but I have to have my own. The only problem is my 80s four-wheeler bit me pretty good doing stuff like that.
Yep.
The 250 will send it. It's a pretty good old bike for a 97 model.
Right.
I bought it for her brand new. We have rubbed the fire out of it too.
Yeah, it ran good.
She used to ramp like that and higher. Over at the pickup mine, she'd come over a hill, and I was looking at her lug nuts when she was on top of the hill, and I said, "Do not ramp that high anymore."
Yeah.
Because I mean, she's 100 pounds soaking wet. She was like,
Oh yeah.
I was
hard to say. All that was there was the quad.
Yeah.
There wasn't no weight there.
And that place where she was ramping, we would ramp off of that hill. If you popped a little bit of wheeling when you come down it, you would float down and meet the side like I do that one hill.
Yep.
And we would sit there and do that and get further and further down. But we always have utility bikes, so you risking it, on a bike with limited travel.
Yep.
Colt says he I have a 300 or 400 Honda 4-wheeler.
Protect your chain if you've got the chain drive model. Make sure that you keep your chain tight and oiled, because that's what destroys those engines.
Yep.
If it's an older one, like I'm thinking it probably is, 95. If your shaft, you're probably okay, but if your chain, that's where they break the case out, right there at the front sprocket.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that, so I learned watching
that chain snaps. Yeah, it's done.
Oh.
Yeah, she's got that Kawasaki. She had a Fortrex 125 that she started with, which I don't have much memory of. I remember it a little. I don't remember where I sold it.
Yeah.
And then we bought her the Kawasaki. At Shaft, you're probably good then. And I'm working on a 80-something Moto 4 Yamaha. That Shaft drive.
It looks mint now.
It's getting there. It's I don't know, somewhere along the way I just decided to take it a long way. Probably because the guy and them that let me get those, for what I got them for, that's kind of a build for the heritage thing because they had it in their family for so long.
Yeah.
Yep. They bust the crankcase.
So I want to fix it up nice, and he's a good fella, and if he decides he wants to take it to deer camp in the winter, it's all his. All you got to do is go get it.
Yep. Shoot, yeah.
Oh, man.
Because likely I'm going to get a second build out of those three. Pretty sure I'm going to be able to build a second driving one.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
You hear him playing with his bottle, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah,
fellas, it's 11:44. My kids wake up at 5 a.m., so I'm jumping off here and getting into bed.
All right, man. Appreciate you coming in.
And be balls to the walls in the morning.
I enjoyed it. Great. Thanks for coming in.
Tomorrow night, I don't know if Bubs is going live or not, but I get to keep my kids an extra day, so I get Sunday night and Monday, so I will not be going live tomorrow night. If he goes live from his house, after I get my kids down, I can go live, join in his stream, but I don't know if he's going to do that or not. So just let me know.
All right. Well, kiddos first.
Oh, yeah, always.
So, thanks for coming in. Enjoyed it.
We'll see you.
See you.
No, I hadn't got to ride the Turbo Polaris Razor. That would be fun. Need to check his video out. He's got that. He's doing some jumps with that thing. And I mean some jumps.
I have to check it out.
Byron, we do this every Saturday night at 9 o'clock. I'll do it one week. I host one week and Fan hosts the next. Etard's Adventures, he does Monday night. And Bub's Vacation does Tuesday night. Wednesday night, Etard does a little art thing with welder and chains and stuff like that. Dorito and the Lucha Cabre, he does Thursday nights. And he does some Saturdays and during the day. And then, like I said, I do my little morning update. There's no telling I'm liable to post something all day long, or after I do my morning update or something like that. Fans posting videos sporadically. He's going to have to get set up and post more regular.
This four-wheeler's taking up most of my time trying to push it through and get it complete, because I really need a four-wheeler again for me. But I would love to ride a Turbo Polaris Razor. We drove a Yamaha and some Kawasaki's and stuff like that, but never out on the trail, just test driving them. We didn't really get to, take them out where they live and run them right.
I'd like to try them out.
There's a place over in Oklahoma, the Little Sahara over there. We got some family that lives out that way, and that's where they go, that Little Sahara, sand dunes and stuff. And there is some killer riding out there. There's lots of videos of them. He's got a couple.
Them RZRs is bad machines. They're 210 horsepower, around 210 horsepower.
Yeah.
Bubs just posted RZRs is my dream.
Yeah, we're all kind of got to become friends across the nation, and we just come on and visit and talk about whatever. Sometimes we work on stuff. Bubs and Netar kind of got us riding again, and I mean me and my family riding again. So the Honda's getting, yeah, the new Honda looks pretty nice. When they decided to build more of a sport machine.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, just about everybody that's been in here, one of us knows personally, or we all know them. I've been to Fan's one of my best friends I got. We went across country together. Bubs Neatard, I go up and visit them. Been up there several times.
We're going to do a live stream next time you're here. He's sitting in here in this room, but we didn't do a live stream because we were wiped out from 24 hours of driving.
Yeah,
and Neatard Bub's been out here too. We didn't do a live stream then either. We went riding, and probably that's where we'll spend most of our time next time.
the Talon is awesome. It has a transmission and no belt slip. Byron said he took his to the dunes in Idaho.
I've been to Idaho at the Coeur d'Alene. I was up there at the Coeur d'Alene in Idaho for an energy conference.
That's where we should have went this year, to the energy conference.
Yep. And if you're into that sort of thing, electric vehicles, alternative energy sources, and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, there's not many people out in Oklahoma got mud mowers or Colt. Yeah, wiped out from all the partying. Yeah, wiped out from a dead run just as fast as we could.
Yeah, I haven't got into the mud mower thing, but I got one sitting out there waiting on me to build. And I got all kinds of parts, so I'm gonna build one.
Sooner or later, I've got to finish Crazy Thing.
I can't wait.
And then
So if you look on the opening tile, you can see his 3 carburetor intake on his dual engine.
Yeah, I dated a girl from high school that should have a tag from Idaho. Yeah, it's northwest Idaho, I think, isn't it, man?
Yeah, flew in, landed in Washington, and then took the van over there from the Coeur d'Alene. They had a shuttle van. Beautiful place. I wish I had more time to go look around.
Well, yeah, I'd like to go up to Redbeards and ride some.
Mm-hmm.
That day I stopped to get that motor on the way out. Me and him stood there in the parking lot. We had the parking lot block talking for an hour.
Yeah, Redbeard's a good fella.
Yeah, he is.
He's the real deal in person. I like him. From what I know of him, the few times I've been around him, I like him. He's really serious, though, and dedicated to it. We're making a living. So I only do it for fun. Some of us only do it for fun. But he does it for a living. So
right here, it's all fun for me.
Right. It's fun. I don't ever plan on trying to make a living doing it. I like playing too much. So.
Okay, hold down the fort, Fan. I got to walk to the...
Oh, yeah.
It's his bedtime.
Dedicated cards. Yes, he is. And knows his stuff. And, man, if you go watch the last few videos working on that shop, they put in a ton of work on that shop. Yes. Me too, Bubs. Forever, what's that from the song? Forever, for a minute of work, I need a minute of play. I might have just dated myself there. I wonder, yeah.
At least your date ain't as old as mine.
Messaging me here. I can't look at that stuff right now. Reach Cabre. If I pull my phone down here to look at it, I'll freeze up. That's how sensitive and pathetic. Yeah, Bubba knows what I'm talking about. No internet connection. If I pull it down here where I can see it, it's gone. Yep, Idaho's a good place. You gotta like snow. If you like snow, I mean, I don't know how the snow is in your part of there, but it was snow when I was there. Well, we got a nice view of Lonesome Ceiling. Yep. I'll tell you a funny story about when I was up there. That's the furthest away from home I had traveled in years, and went by myself. And I got up there, and the last time I had really stayed anywhere, it was still keys in the doors. It wasn't the plastic key cards and all that stuff. So I'm up there, and I got my computer open. I'm sitting here talking. I think I was talking to my brother at the time. And, I opened the door to show him outside, and I kind of stepped out there, and the door shut behind me. I'm standing in my boxers. No key. So I had to go get in the elevator, go down to the lobby, go to the front desk, in my box, get a key to the door. And I'm pretty, it was kind of embarrassing, but that was a lot embarrassing. But I mean, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, the flea they was talking, that fan and all of them was talking about there a minute ago. It stayed in every hotel room we was in.
Oh,
Arkansas out.
yeah, my little bike was, we smuggled it into every place.
Hey, at least it wasn't like the dude that had me open the door so he could smuggle the Harley in.
Yeah. Yeah. Where was that? That was on the other side of Oklahoma, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was the name of that town? Where all the cattle stuff.
Man, a snowmobile would be awesome. I've never got to ride one. That'd be fun.
Hey, he's in the place where we could get us a snowmobile engine at.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about where he's going through there, and the whole side of the road is black, and we realized it's all cows just standing, just lined up.
Yeah.
Bunch of them. Never seen nothing like that before. There's a lot of
Doritos back.
There's Dorito. Dorito sent me pictures, but I don't dare try to get it down here. Yeah, and piles of silage. Big piles of it. Yeah. That was he's here and there and everywhere. Is the dog happy now?
Oh yeah. He's ready for bed.
Cool. I'm still getting text message.
That was me sending him a message back.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Oh. Well, is it raining at your house yet? It's still raining here. I can hear it dripping.
No, it's quit. I wish you'd quit for a week or two so we could get caught up with work.
Oh, I can show your carburetor setup.
There's
There's just 3 carb setup.
Yeah.
That's pretty darn cool. 800cc Polaris. Yep, Dad probably do it. Now I've rode a lot of watercraft, the personal watercraft. They had the in-laws always had them. They had the low horsepower ones, and then later they had two Hondas. One of them was a turbo, and one of them won. And I can't think of what the name of that other one was. They had a couple that just, it was a monstrously big machine. But I was riding the some of the smaller ones that you used to have to balance. I was down at the lake riding them. I went out, and this big old cruiser comes down through the lake, and he's just pushing, sitting like this, pushing the waves. And cruise over there, I go over the first one, the second one, then I turn and hit the one and just, and it's like, those ramps. So you go over a ramp and you realize, oh, shoot, I messed up. And I couldn't get back. So when I landed with the handlebars about right here and about flipped over off of it, threw my back out. I limped it back in. I was miserable the next day. And those would stay up if you were moving, but if you wasn't, you had to balance. I think they were like 80 horsepower, and at that time, that little machine was pretty fast at the time.
No, you're talking about the jet skis you stood up on with the handlebars.
Yeah, it was an XP, I think is what they called it. And they were mean. They would get it and get it quick. But those big ones they're pretty amazing. I can only imagine the snowmobiles. We don't ever get enough snow to run one down here. Every few years we get a chance to get the sled out, and I got the driveway for a sled.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That was my first quite a few experiences with them. And they got a little bigger, and they'd sit up with you. And then they started putting the reverse handles on them, and that was pretty cool. Yep, I think it was a Sea-Doo.
Mm-hmm.
But the little XPs were pretty mean. They were fun. I behaved after that cruiser, though. That hurt. I thought I had broke the storage compartment up there, that whole front flip forward. I thought I had broke it because I'd landed on it so hard. That was pretty hilarious. I'm glad nobody's seen it with me. They might have been mad at me. Yes, retro toys. Me too. I think that's something that happens the older you get, the more you like older stuff. On some things.
Well, I'm as old as I am. I like all kinds of old stuff. All right, Cole.
All right.
You have a good evening.
Thanks for coming in. Yes, I will. I will. As soon as I get this 80s Yamaha four-wheeler pretty close to being done, I'll start putting more time on it. Yeah. They got some cool stuff now.
Sad part of it is, I was around when what he's called in the retro toys come out. That was new something for me.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, I kind of grew up. I grew up through the 80s, so pretty good. gun info with Dorito and Lichicopre. It hit. Oh, there you go. That hurts just thinking about it.
Ooh, tight.
I guess saw some pretty cool houseboats sink.
Appreciate you coming by, Miss Southern Belle.
Hello, Miss Southern Belle. Oh, thank you. Seen some cool houseboats sink and being sunk and being raised, and we saw one burning. It was pretty wild looking. Never good to see fire on the water. Mismatched socks for toilet paper. Hey, I got some socks that are probably they would probably be fine to use as toilet paper and pitch them.
My problem would be all mine's a whole
Lucky fingers. Yeah, I have got in the habit of, if I find a hole, I just tie a knot in it and throw it in the trash. That doesn't sound right at all, does it? Fox. Man, I just walked right into that one. Okay, that was bad. Now, if you haven't bought your toilet paper yet, speaking of toilet paper, you're probably out of luck. I seen a story that said people were searching for bidets. That was like a #1 search term. Can you imagine?
Not me.
It just made me laugh, you know. That PG, yeah, PG.
Pretty good.
And we slip something funny every once in a while. Or like me, just walk straight into it.
Hello, Wall. I didn't see you standing there.
The after show conversations. That's where things get interesting. Yeah, right. I saw a picture on Facebook that somebody I know posted, and it was a regular toilet, and down at the shutoff valve, they had put them another valve and the handle off of a sink for your sprayer. They had one of them on their plumbed into their toilet. Retrofit the sea. Yeah, exactly. I laughed. And the other one that made me laugh was the toilet roll, where your toilet roll go, but instead of toilet paper, it had corn cobs.
Don't forget, the red ones to wipe with and the white ones to check to make sure you got it all.
You know? Yeah. Pretty fun stuff. Did you get tired yet?
I'm getting there.
Yeah. I hope it don't rain all day. I've got to do something tomorrow. I cannot sit in.
Oh, I'm going to do something that's right or wrong.
Yeah. I'm going to either be in the shop, or I'm going to be under the carport, or something. I hope so. There's sun tomorrow, so I can get out. Gonna be, yeah, probably so. I beat the crush, but I didn't go to buy toilet paper. I kind of watched all this stuff coming and made sure I had all the things that I need to.
Yeah, you need to get the racing cart running.
Definitely. We need to see some more racing cart videos. Oh, y'all got to go back to y'all need to go back to that one downtown, the dirt track. that was some killer video. They was two-stroke engines. And the push-to-start ones, like the big Yamaha motors, isn't that what they were? Looked like they had that big, giant heat sink.
Yeah, Yamaha had one, Comet had one, McCullough had one, and there's another company that was making them two-strokers like that. There's a guy, local guy, run the twin McCullough racing engines. And he challenged old Bud Lumpster to race on the dirt track at Dixie Speedway. The track got so rough that he had to cut one of the engines off, and Bud Lumpster beat him by a nose. I mean, he was tearing it up. Yeah, tag motor.
Yep. Yeah, hopefully things are going to settle down and not get progressively worse. I think everybody pretty much, when the folks that weren't paying attention that are now, they get settled in, hopefully things will start to de-escalate.
Go back to normal.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're stupid. They're so stupid band. They'll probably try to hoard everything for the next 6 months.
Yeah. There is a bunch of stupid folks. I hate to be that way, but it's true.
You would ask me that, Bubs. I can't remember what it stands for. It's been a while.
I would like to know because I never got to play with anything like those. That three-wheeled cart I had, it never had an engine on it. I never got to ride it under power. I used to push it up, ride it down Mom and Dad's hill, and push it back to the top. I wished I still had it because I would put an engine on it now. Dune cycle. That's what it was. It was a dune cycle. Had the fiberglass fenders, but it had a little bitty tire in the front. I said, yeah. Yeah, I'm good. No transmission, right? Push to start and then, or start it. Yeah. That's the way they was doing. We were watching a bunch of videos with that stuff. There's a whole lot of it on YouTube with those like that. They were watching. Lonesome sent me a whole bunch of videos of them running. And the really cool ones was the European ones where they was going up down hills, around the corners of the pavement, and they were getting it. There was all kinds of different machines running out there.
Yep, it's touch and go. That's what TAG stands for.
Okay. Yep. I'm good. All I got.
And a lot of them, the clutch was on the axle instead of the engine. It had an axle clutch.
That's cool. And what's crazy is I don't know where the dune cycle went. And in my single seater that I built that was started out as a frame, I have no idea what happened to it. I just don't know. Built a 5-horse frame.
That's a nice one.
Yes. You got to get that built up. Outboard. Yeah. It's engine sitting right beside you like the one.
Mm-hmm. I need to see if I can't find that dadgum engine stand.
we used to ride the ones over in Hot Springs pretty regular. But they were like 10-horse Hondas. They were pretty fun. I never got to ride the super fast ones they had in Branson. You had to be 16 and have a driver's license to ride them.
Oh, in Branson, Missouri, or Branson, Arkansas?
Branson, Missouri.
Oh, they fast.
They were fast. But I was...
You ought to went out there when they wet the track down.
I was probably 14 or 15 when... That was a long time ago.
Last time I was
Branson, we rode some, and Nick got to drive. He was still pretty small then. And they had like a spiral, and then he went up over the bridge and around. That was pretty cool. The ones out at Doritos that are electric are pretty awesome. If you can get one that ain't broke.
That's for dang sure.
They certainly were fast enough. Yeah. Is it starting to stretch pretty good? Or if they don't make you... Oh, yeah, that too. But they had some pretty good G-forces when you were hooking up good. I don't know if that's what made you ill or not, but we also had to eat at that point too, so it could have been sloshing your stomach got you ill. I rode some in Little Rock. I rode some in Hot Springs. I know I've rode some somewhere else. I just been too long. I like
Guys,
to try.
we've been on nearly 2.5 hours.
Yikes. We're bad about that, aren't we? When we get I get to talking. That'd be fun, though.
I'm going to have to lay it down.
Yep.
Okay.
A fish taco. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Now, some Del Taco would be.
You hear it? That's Byron. That's Byron. Oh, let's see if I can get it up. That's Byron's toy.
Here, count. Yeah, sounds fantastic. I don't know about the California guys. You know, that probably really happened. I don't think I've ever done that before. I hope I haven't.
Byron, that truck sounds awesome, dude.
Yes, it does. Yellow Rock, yeah. Well,
yeah.
You know.
Hey, I'd rather have a junky yellow rock than what's supposed to be a good Holly.
Holly double flutter.
Double flutter, yep.
I used to laugh at my buddies when he wouldn't have his carb quite right. That sucker'd backfire and he'd just go to shoot gas. He'd laugh about it. Send a smiley message.
I sent Smiley a message. Yeah,
Right,
some of the carbs is good.
Search the web for an electric skateboard. Awesome. Like, I haven't tried any of those. That's what I had was Quadra Junks and Edelbrocks.
And I had Carter AFBs. And then later on, Elder Block built the AFBs, rebuilt them.
Mm-hmm. I don't even mind a good built quarter junk if it's working good, because I kind of like the sound of those massive back barrels when they open up.
Now, I like to take and turn the quarter junks into fully mechanicals.
Yep. I always had them after they wore out, though. But yeah, if you got one set up right, they do okay. That's nice if you have the cars that don't have a low roof line, if you got a decent one, but I guess not if you're doing performance. So yes, the sound, man, when these big barrels open up, sounds like the hood's going to cave in on the carburetor. Suck it down, you know.
Hey, you want me to turn the super chat on? I can.
Yeah.
I'll let you dump at $5.99.99 on us.
Flip the breather lid. Yep. Everybody used to do that. Flip the breather lid. Then you could hear it. Yeah. Especially in a truck where you got put that big filter in it and flip it so you get a good. That's what Dad's 455 old square body had on it, was a big quadrant. And it was hilarious. How much fuel it used is just ridiculous. But it was fun.
Yeah, Caprice Classic.
I remember the sound of those Caprice Classic cop cars, because they make all that sucking noise and not go anywhere. Boom! And just, it looked like diesel half the time.
You could drop the gear ratio by just a little bit, and that's not going to go then.
Probably
they had them geared so high. 455 rocket for the win.
Yeah.
Well, I can compete with a 455 with that 421 Pontiac.
That car, I got to get a picture of that car off Footloose, because that car. It looked just like the one he took that engine out of. Sometime, get my brother to come on and talk about some of that stuff.
Hey, fan.
Yeah.
Reckon what a 430 Buick could do in that
be a blast.
Body.
Well, if you can get it in there, it'd be a blast.
I can get it in there.
LT1, yeah. Awesome. That probably was an awesome square body. Caprice. I mean, was it a square body Caprice? I guess I should say. 64 Buick Skylark Special. Yep.
Yeah, them were fun cars too. You could take the rods out of that aluminum engine and put in a 327 and re-stroke it.
I can't imagine.
You can actually take them rods out of that aluminum engine and put in a 292 6-cylinder Chevrolet and re-stroke that.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. That's this was a round glass headlight, square body, custom pin. I mean, the air conditioner truck. That's about all it had going for it, and automatic. And he took that engine out of, I guess it was a Delta 88 or something. It was huge, humongous car. And he had the front yoke off the Oldsmobile, and on the back he went to the Chevrolet rear end. And I always figured if it ever caught traction, that would be the end of the back end of that truck. It was just hilarious about the tire spin. And yeah, you could see the gas gauge move if he was really honking down on it, because the tank was, in the back. So, and it wasn't a big tank. That was hilarious. I just liked the way those motors ran. The problem was the air conditioner pump was mounted like 2 foot out to the side of the engine. So the belt was too long, and what it do is when you was honking on it, it would stretch and roll up. I had to fix it a couple of times.
Oh, well.
Yeah. We had it, man. You was trying to get off there a few minutes ago. That's a good deal, Urena. Getting late on you? Where's your phone at
12:30. 12:23.
Oh, I guess it is, isn't it?
We started out at what, 9?
Yeah,
right around 9.
Let me do this. Oh, I touched my face. Not supposed to touch your face, right? 1150 carb on a built 357.
Good night, Brian. Byron. Brian. You can tell I'm getting sleepy when I can't even pronounce the name right, and I've known him for years.
That would
Good
be
night,
cool.
Byron.
A 327 with anything on top of it. I never was able to get my hands on one. I always thought that'd be a fun motor to have. All right.
All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to thank Dorito, Bubs, Byron. Give me a call when you get a chance, Byron. But in daylight time. Bama Mud Mowers, Etard, Sonny, who else? Good grief. We had a lot of people come through tonight.
Yep. Southern Bell. Sonny.
Southern Bell. Sonny. We had Coke.
Not too bad.
Coke come through. Stayed a while. Oh, wow.
Luch
come in.
Sorry if we didn't remember.
I was going back through to see who I've missed.
Yep. Doug.
Doug.
Come in. Bama Mud Mower.
Yep.
Anybody
I can't go back any farther. We appreciate all you coming in and giving us that thumbs up and a like there. Been a great show tonight. Had good company. Thanks, Etard, for coming up on with us. Y'all have a blessed night and a better day tomorrow. See you later.
Use common sense.
Byron, we do this every Saturday night, so if you want to come on, we'll set you up and get you to come on too. And we'll see you guys. Good night.
Probably be on my channel next week, maybe.
Yeah, be on Fan1701 next week.
Maybe be more